These plant-based apple and sage breakfast sausages
were one of the most popular things on the menu for breakfast at the Emmanuel Institute when I worked there. And so when I was invited to bring something to a potluck brunch, this was one of the first things I thought of. They're easy to make. We're going to start by rehydrating some dried apples. Now these are not the crispy dried apples, but the chewy dried apples. And we're just going to add some water and bring those to a boil. And then once they're boiling, we turn them off and let them soak up that additional water. The apples are rehydrated now, so let's go ahead and put them into our food processor. We don't want to put all the water into the food processor. I'm just going to use my hands to get them out. We're going to save that excess water. We'll use it a little bit later. I know this looks like a lot of ingredients, but it's really not that bad. Most of it's seasonings and spices, and it comes together super quick. Let me show you. Let's blend up those apples a little bit. That looks good. These apples add a lot of natural sweetness, but they also add texture to our sausages. So we want to leave them a little chunky. Okay. To this, we're going to add in the rest of our seasonings. We're going to start with some flaxseed, fennel seeds, lemon juice, nutritional yeast flakes, salt, garlic, thyme, a heaping helping of sage, cloves, cayenne pepper. You can add as much or little of that as you like. It gives it a nice zip. We have Bragg's liquid aminos or low sodium soy sauce. And 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. Let's get this mixed up. It's already looking like sausage, but we're going to add a few more things. Now I'm going to add in a cup of brown rice. Now this can be leftover brown rice from whatever you made something else. And I'm going to add in some beans. Both of these things add texture to our sausages, but they also add a lot of nutrition. We've got some whole grain brown rice, we've got some whole beans, so this is not going to be your typical sausage that you buy at the grocery store because it's got lots of fiber, it's got lots of protein, and it doesn't have a lot of strange ingredients that you can't pronounce. We're going to pulse that one more time. Oops. Again, we don't want this completely mushy, so we want to keep some of those, some of that rice and some of those beans and apples to give texture to the sausages. This looks ready to go. We are going to add in 2 more ingredients. We have some quick oats, and we have some Vital Wheat Gluten. This is what's going to hold everything together. Now we just want to mix this up, and it's ready to go. I may have overworked my food processor. Let's mix this by hand, shall we? I probably should have done that last mix right into the bowl, so let's do that real quick. I'm making it extra because of this big brunch we're going to, and I want to make sure I have enough for everybody. So this is looking a little bit dry. I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of the juice from the apples, probably about 2 tablespoons. All right, this is looking really good. When I made the turkey video, a lot of you were upset about my use of aluminum foil, so I'm going to start with parchment paper this time. So we're going to make these into logs that we can slice into patties for our brunch. So one log all wrapped up. And I'm going to wrap these in aluminum foil just so they hold together. Back in the day, I would steam these in a big steamer, but I don't have a big steamer like I had at Emmanuel Institute, so I am going to put these in the oven and cook them like I did the turkey roast, and I think they'll come out fine. So 30 minutes in the oven. Our sausage rolls are out of the oven. Let's let those cool off, and then we'll put them in the refrigerator overnight.
It's the next morning, and I need to get these ready for the brunch. As I unwrap them, I see that I probably could have turned them every 15 minutes or so they didn't get so dark on the bottom, or possibly turned the heat down, but they look just the right texture. So to prepare these for the brunch, I'm just going to cut them into about 1/4-inch slices, and these will make nice patties that I'll fry up for our brunch. If you're making these at home, you probably don't need to make the whole batch. You could just do a few at a time, but I am going to do the entire batch for this brunch. Our last step is to put these into a pan with just a little bit of oil and then brown them on both sides. So once one side gets nice and brown, you can flip them over, and these are ready to go. They look delicious. I like to take them directly out of the pan and put them on a paper towel to take off some of that excess oil. Now we just need to get these ready to serve.
Those apple and sage sausages were a huge hit at the brunch. Everyone loved them, and people were asking for the recipes. So if you give them a try, let me know. If you need some more brunch recipes, I think you should check out this breakfast casserole recipe right here. It is so good, and there's no eggs in it.